Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another event here on my Summer Fun Bash. I am meteorologist Liam Kenny, and for those of you who did not watch today's earlier video that I posted, it was on the latest tropical and severe weather outlook for the rest of this week. If you didn't watch that, go ahead and watch it on my YouTube channel. I'll put the link in the description of this video whenever I finish. Now, let's go ahead and talk about what tonight's event is really about, and that is going to be the overview of jet stream patterns, pressure systems, and also frontal boundaries. A lot of times you'll hear meteorologists talk about the jet stream, different types of fronts, and all that other type of stuff, and we may not necessarily understand what all that means. My job as a meteorologist is to inform you or teach you what all this is. Give me see if somebody texts me about my live stream. Oh, okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, what is the jet stream pattern? Well, I think it's on this side, yeah. Well, the jet stream pattern is a huge line of continuing moving air that drives all the weather that we get here, that affects us here in the United States. And whenever we get low pressure systems come down from Canada, they create things known as troughs that make dips in the jet stream pattern, and these can usually lead to a decrease in temperature. So, for example, a lot of times you'll get a cold front, a low pressure system that will have a cold front on the back of it, and you'll notice that on the front of the front, it's kind of a tongue twister, on the front of the front, you'll have all the weather, and then it'll get windy, and then usually by the next morning it'll be cold. That's exactly what a cold front means. Now, that's one of the ways I know how to describe to you what a jet stream is. Now, another way that I thought of explaining this to you is, if you haven't watched Finding Nemo yet, then you need to go ahead and watch it. When Marlin's trying to go look for his son, and he's traveling all over the ocean, and he meets these sea turtles in the East Australian Current. That is exactly what the jet stream is. So, to have a little fun tonight, I actually got a video clip of this clip of the East Australian Current in Finding Nemo. So let's go ahead and watch that. Oh, come on. Are you for real? I gotta get it back up. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
The swirling vortex of terror?
That's it, dude.
Of course it is.
Okay, first, find your exit buddy. Do you have your exit buddy?
Yes!
Okay, Squirt here will now give you a rundown on proper exiting technique.
Good afternoon. We're gonna have a great jump today.
Hello, Squirt.
Okay, grab on, cut back as you hit the wall. There's a screaming bottom guard, so watch out. Remember, rip it, roll it, and touch it.
It's like he's trying to speak to me. I know it. You're really cute, but I don't know what you're saying. Say the first thing again.
Okay, Jellyman, go, 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 go.
So, as I was just making my slideshow, I just remembered the East Australian Current, and I thought, what other way to, explain what the jet stream is like with Finding Nemo. If you haven't watched that, you have to go watch it. It's one of the best movies. Also, if you haven't seen Finding Dory yet, and you hear about the stingray migration, that's kind of another thing that's like that too. So, those are just a couple of things that I thought I'd share with you to explain really what the jet stream pattern is like. Once again, It is a huge line of continuing air that drives all the weather we get here across the United States. Whenever we get low pressure systems to come down from Canada, they create things known as troughs, and these can make dips in the jet stream pattern that can usually lead to a decrease in temperature. Now, I keep saying pressure systems. What are pressure systems? First of all, we have a low pressure system that has a lot of low pressure circulating around the center, winds blowing towards the center of pressure, and the air rises into the atmosphere where they meet, and the air rises within it and condenses, forming clouds and offsetting precipitation. Our second one is a high pressure system, and a high pressure system has a much higher central pressure than low pressure systems do, and winds blowing away from the center of circulation in the opposite direction from a low pressure system. So usually, as I said, if you watched my video earlier today, I said how that area of high pressure was rotating clockwise. Areas of low pressure rotate counterclockwise. Now, whenever there is troughs in the jet stream pattern, we have low pressure systems, and I said cold front in the beginning of this video. Some of you might be going, what the heck is a cold front? Well, I'm about to tell you. There are 4 to 5 different fronts that are associated with each type of pressure system. First off, we have a cold front. So as you can see, here's the center of low pressure, and then there's the cold front right there. So a lot of times you'll have all the weather on this side of it. You'll have, rain, thunder, lightning, and all of that. As soon as you're right in the middle of the front, then you're going to have all the wind. And then as soon as you're on this side of it, then you're going to get wind and cold temperatures. All right, so that is basically a cold front. And it's basically the exact same thing as we go into our next one. This is a warm front, still looking at the same exact area of low pressure. Here's the warm front. Now basically it's the exact same thing as a cold front, except instead of seeing cold air, we see an increase in temperature. So, some of you might like that, especially if you're in the winter and you get a warm front, especially if you're in, the 20s and 30s and you get a warm front that can maybe bring you up into maybe the 30s or 40s. I promise you that is going to be a great day for all of you who are going to be experiencing that temperature increase. Now, our next one is going to be a stationary front. Now, this has a cold front and also a stationary front associated with it. Once again, we're still looking at that exact same area of high pressure right here. Here's the cold front. I already told you about it right there. Now, when it comes to a stationary front, what this is you have a warm front and a cold front together, and they're trying to overtake another. It's kind of like the Gamecocks and Clemson. They're trying to overtake another so they can win, okay? But with this particular front, they can't do it. So as both of the fronts are trying to overtake one another, they just combine one main front. They kind of like make a compromise. Okay, that's basically what a stationary front is. You've got a warm front and a cold front. Neither of them are strong enough to overtake another, so they combine and they form one main front. Now, I didn't include one more included front, and that's basically the opposite of a stationary front. It is where one front overtakes another. For example, if Clemson was I guess you could say able to beat USC, which they always do, unfortunately. That's basically a prime example of what an included front is. Now, the last one that I have included for you is going to be a dry line. Now, usually we only see this with severe weather. What a dry line is you still have your area of low pressure right here. You have all of the weather on this side. You have plenty of atmospheric moisture and everything else like that. However, as you head towards this side of the dry line, there is tons of dry air. It sounds exactly like the front. You've got warm and moist air on this side of the front. However, as you head back more towards the west, then you're going to be in nothing. You're going to be in completely dry air, absolutely no humidity or anything else like that. That is exactly what a dry line is. So once again, you've got a cold front, you've got weather on the front of the side, there's the wind, and then there's the temperature decrease. Warm front, the exact same thing as a cold front, except instead of getting colder, you get warmer. Stationary front, 2 fronts trying to overtake one another, but can't do that because they're not strong enough. Once again, an included front is where one front overtakes another one, and then as soon as you have the dry line, you've got plenty of available moisture and storms on the front of it, and then on the back side of it, you've got all that dry air. So those are the 4 to 5 different types of fronts we see when it comes to areas of pressure. Also, you don't just have to have an area of low pressure; it can be high or low, and I'm going to explain that to you right now. Now, I know that there's nothing on this map. Here's the United States. Here's Canada. I didn't have enough time to demonstrate this to you, but I'm going to try and do it in my best way, okay? So let's pretend, follow my finger, you have an area of low pressure in this general region, and because, once again, it creates that dip in the jet stream pattern, it's called a trough, you have a huge dip going just like this. So now our center is right in here, okay? So you've got your center of low pressure right here, and then the cold front's right here. So all in this general area, you've got all the weather, probably somewhere in here is where all that wind is going to be, and then on the back side of it, you've got all that cold air. That's exactly what happens to a lot of us, especially during the winter. When we get big areas of low pressure that come down from this general region, they will affect everybody right here. If we can get enough moisture from the northern Gulf, it will sometimes even create a severe weather outbreak. And then as soon as they reach the Atlantic coast, then a lot of people will be experiencing rainy days, a lot of wind as they go to bed, and then also the cold air behind that. Appreciate y'all's comments. Sounds good to go. Now, when it comes to the difference between high and low pressure, once again, you've got winds in one area blowing towards the center, and you've got winds on the other side blowing away from the center. And also, they rotate in different directions. Now, another thing that is unique about each of them, low pressure systems always are on the top, or are always above the jet stream. So let's just say you have a jet stream pattern that goes from here, goes totally horizontal right across the whole entire country, okay? Your areas of low pressure are going to be on this side, and then the areas of high pressure are going to be on the south side. Now, sometimes if an area of low pressure is not strong enough, sometimes it will go back down south on the other side of the jet stream, and vice versa. If an area of high pressure is not strong enough, then it will go to the northern side. But typically, the areas of low pressure and high pressure that we usually see are typically strong enough to stay on their side. So 95% of the time, you will always see areas of low pressure on this side of the jet stream and areas of high pressure on this side of the jet stream. Okay. Once again, the jet stream pattern is basically just like the ESC in Finding Nemo. It drives everything we get here, including hurricanes, tropical storms, tornadoes, anything like that. Anything you can think of with weather, the jet stream pattern moves everything. Okay. So that's basically all I have for you all. I think that's about it I have. In case I'll stay on for another 10 to 15 minutes or so and answer any last questions you guys might have for me. Please feel free to comment down anything you might have down there in the live chat. I'll be more than happy to answer anything you might have. I'm actually watching y'all's comments right here on my side screen, so I can see whatever you're commenting. So please feel free to comment down if you need any help with anything, if you have any questions about anything. It doesn't just have to be the stuff I just mentioned to you. It can be anything that you might have a question about, okay? I love little squirt. Oh, and also, I forgot to mention, for those of you who don't know, and also for those of you who are members of the United States Weather Team on Twitter, I recently became their severe and tropical weather analyst, live reporter, and also live anchor. So for those of you who do follow the U.S. Weather Team, feel free to comment down. Feel free to follow me on social media. I've listed everything down in the description below. My website, my Instagram, my Twitter, my Facebook, everything is down there. Whenever we have severe weather, or I even just do live streams, it will be posted on the United States Weather Team. So feel free to follow them, and then also follow me. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of great stuff coming your way, so you definitely do not want to miss out on it. Once again, please be sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. You hit that notification button so that way you get notified immediately whenever I post a brand new video, and also be sure to click that like button if you are enjoying the content. Not seeing any questions as of right now. I guess that's a good sign that I did my job and answered all your questions. I'm hoping. Yes, Miss Luke. Yeah, I thought I had told you that in my last one. Never mind. But yeah, that's a big step up for me. So yeah. Appreciate the 2 likes we have on the stream. It really helps out the channel. Once again, I'll show you all the 4 different types of fronts. There we go. And also, a huge shout out to my grandfather. He bought me all these amazing graphics for my birthday. So, Grandpa, I don't know if you're watching, but if you are, a huge shout out to you. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. I mean, I should have, asked for these several years ago without you having to give them to me. So, I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. The things I can do with them now, it's awesome. Alright, so it is now 7 o'clock p.m. on the dot, Eastern Daylight Time. I'm going to give y'all until about 7:05, 7:06 to ask me anything you might have, and then I'm going to go ahead and end up tonight's event. And actually, speaking of tonight's event, I'm actually going to pull up the schedule for the rest of the events, just so that way you can get a good reading of when the next event will be. If you don't know how to find this, just watch what I'm about to do right here. As soon as you go up to a brand new bar, go into a brand new tab, type in www.liamsweather.org. Here's my homepage right here. All you have to do, go up to the top where the different pages are, go right here to where it says Summer Fun Bash. Here's tonight's event, and here's a list of all the upcoming events. So my next one is going to be this upcoming Wednesday, July 21st, and I'll be featuring all the different types of weather with a brief explanation of each. And then my next one is going to be Sunday, July 25th, and that's going to be every single type of precipitation and which type is associated with each storm. And then last but not least, to end up the Summer Fun Bash, I'm going to be doing an overview of different weather satellites, what information one reads, and how we as meteorologists read them. A lot of times we'll use them mostly when it comes to tropical outlooks and also severe weather outlooks, but we'll sometimes use them for different things, but most of the time we use them for those types of things. You pretty much cover everything, so pretty hard to come up with any questions. Well, that's good. I'm glad I answered all your questions. That's what I'm here to do. Does anybody else have any questions? Any other questions? If you want me to give you a shout out for being a subscriber to my channel, I'll do that. Just feel free to contribute down to the live chat. It's always more fun when I have my viewers contributing. It's a lot more fun to do live streams or live stream on YouTube when I have my viewers contributing. So. And also another thing that is brand new to my channel, let me actually go back to my website and show you all this. If I can use my mouse correctly upside down. Another thing that I'm doing brand new is I'm now giving away free customized channel stickers to my new subscribers. All you have to do is be subscribed to my channel, and then scroll down here. You see where it says customized channel sticker form? As soon as you click that, it's going to immediately take you to this Google form that I've made for all of you. So it gives you a description of what's going on. If you scroll down, I asked you to please list your first and last name. I need your address so that way I can ship you the sticker. Don't worry, this is completely private. Nobody will ever see this. As soon as I send you this, I'm completely deleting it so nobody else is going to see this. And the last but not least, I need you to show me that you are subscribed. Okay? You cannot get a sticker unless you are subscribed. Shout out to Mr. Wills Weather. He is my partner in crime when it comes to weather. He is absolutely incredible. Another big thing that he did for me was when I had to work when Hurricane Elsa was affecting us here in the Carolinas, he was nice enough to go ahead and do a live stream on my channel to get all of you updated. So, Will, a huge shout out to you. I mean, he's taught me everything I know about green screen videos. He's helped me so much. So, please feel free to subscribe to his YouTube channel. Will, feel free to leave the link to your channel down in the description. We will definitely be doing a lot more videos together in the next coming months, and then also throughout the next tropical storm or whatever system impacts us here in the Carolinas, me and him will be live all night long, bringing you up to date on the latest coverage, whether it be tornado warnings, hurricane warnings, storm surge warnings, anything else like that. We'll be live on our computers all night long, ready to bring you live coverage of the specific storm. So once again, if you are subscribers to the channel, you are now eligible to get a free customized channel sticker. Just fill out this form, go to www.liamsweather.org, scroll down about, I guess you could say around about 75% down on my homepage, and then fill out this form, and then you will get a free customized channel sticker. And actually, I'll show you what they look like. Now a little bit is going to be cut off because of my green screen effect, but that is exactly what it looks like. My logo, if you look down on the chat, my logo, that is exactly what this sticker looks like. I already have 7 entries. What I'm going to do is as soon as I get 10 of them, I'm going to randomly select one of you, and you are going to get this. Okay? I'm not sure if y'all can see the green because it's being cut out, but just once again, fill out this form. As soon as I get 10 entries, I'm going to schedule a live stream on my YouTube channel, and that will be when I'm going to announce this channel sticker. So, I mean, if I have 3 entries left, so if you're one of the new ones on the channel, you better hurry up, click that subscribe button, and fill out this form before it's too late. Because trust me, I mean, this is the first time I'm doing this. I will probably be doing this much more in the future, but it's the first one. You definitely want to be remembered for that. So hurry up before it's too late, okay? Once again, there it is. I know a little bit's being cut off by my green screen effect, but there it is. Go ahead and exit event. Alright, so it is now 7:07 p.m. I'm going to give y'all till 7:10 to ask me anything else you might have. And also another way to access Will's channel, if you go to my website, let me go back to it so I can show you all. Oopsies, no. If you go to my website, where is it? Right here. Here's my homepage. Go down to where it says, where's my mouse at? Where's my mousey? I have literally, oh, here it is, okay. If you go down to where it says more here, go down to my team page. Here is my description. If you click this button right here, it'll take you to my YouTube channel. And then if you scroll down a little bit more, here is Will's page. So Will is a future meteorologist for the Storm Prediction Center, and he loves severe weather and tornadoes. And as soon as you click that button right here, it'll directly take you to his YouTube channel, and I will prove it by doing it myself. Click that button, and then bada bing, bada boom. Will's Weather, ladies and gentlemen. So once again, go to the team page of my website, click that little button, and it'll take you directly to his awesome YouTube channel. Alright, so I'm now going to give y'all until 7:10 to ask me anything you might have, and then I'm going to go ahead and end up tonight's events. Alright, 1 minute until tonight's live stream is going to end. Better hurry up if you got any questions. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. We're at the last little mark in the race. Come on. Alright, probably less than 30 seconds now. Alright, any minute now. Alright, it is now 7:10 p.m. That goes ahead and ends up tonight's event. Thank you all so much for watching. Once again, please be sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel. You hit that notification button so that you never miss out on any videos. And also, you click... I said included friends earlier. I didn't have enough room for it. in Met Graphics it wasn't in there, and I couldn't find a good enough picture for it or graphic for it, so I went ahead and I just explained it earlier. Don't worry, I didn't miss it. I know what occluded fronts are. Chat, if you want to help, if you want to support me, go ahead and tell Will what I taught you about occluded fronts. Go ahead and show me how well I taught you how to tell what occluded fronts are. Good job. Thank you, Mr. Lukey. Somebody want to tell our good friend Will here what the definition of an occluded front is? Y'all make me look good now. Don't say anything bad about me. I taught you whack. Alright, so I think that's going to wrap up tonight's event. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a great rest of your night. Oh, I just saw your comment from Wendell Lukey. He did a great job, Will, on occluded fronts. Thank you, Miss Lukey. I knew somebody was going to have my back on that. I'm so glad you commented that before I ended it. I was just about to go and end it. Alright. So with that being said, that is going to end up tonight's event. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.